Thank you, Mr. Speaker, and I agree entirely with my friend from Nanaimo, Ladysmith, and share her concerns that Premier Rachel Notley experiences death threats, and I know that a lot of it, I have already said in the media recently that I do as well. But I want to hone in on one area where I think the comments are the most vile, and they aren't really touched by C-65. So forgive me for going a little bit outside the scope of this act and ask my friend from Nanaimo, Ladysmith, if she doesn't agree that we really need to find a way to police the commons of social media. Things that are essentially published, and in the old days, by which I mean not that long ago, anything that was published was in a newspaper, and the editors there would make sure they knew the identity of the person posting the comment, and the comment could not be an incitement to hatred or violence. But on Twitter and Facebook, we don't control those spaces, and I wonder if my friend from Nanaimo Ladysmith has any thoughts on that.
Member for Nanaimo Ladysmith.
Thank you. I welcome the question. It's true, at the time that threats of violence were phoned in or mailed in, that was one thing. The rest of the world didn't see them in the way that they do on social media. Either way, I want to give deep thanks to all of the workers who support us as parliamentarians, because they do screen us from some of the most difficult comments, but they themselves take the brunt of that. That's a workplace issue, and I thank them for protecting us so well. The thing, though, that I'm concerned about is that the sexual, misogynistic, hateful things that get said online are transparent for everybody to see. I'm concerned that others watching, especially women, especially marginalized groups that have a hard time getting into places like this anyway because of the very real barriers that they face, that they look at those comments online and they think, do I want to subject my families to that? And we shouldn't be doing anything that turns people off. So the very first and very best remedy that we have is to restore to the Canadian Human Rights Act the protections removed by the Conservative government. The Liberal government should have done this already, to identify online complaints and threats as to make them complainable, the same way that phone calls and letters are.